Good evening, this is Kuro. Got a ranked game in my daring, going over the matchmaking. Enemy team has a Conqueror, Kurfürst, Kremlin, Des Moines, Stalingrad, Gearing, and a Haragumo. The map is Trident, and we're gonna kick this one off.
Let's get to it.
So this game I'm in my daring, and basically on this map I am going to push up and try to scout along the eastern side of the map. Looks like my Sommers is going to the western side of the map, and pretty much that should be a pretty good recipe for my team to get as good a vision as you're going to get on this map. There's some areas of the map where it can be hard to spot behind this big island, behind this island, behind this island, same thing behind this island. But in general, we should be able to get a pretty good idea of what the enemy team is up to just by our position. Now, taking a look at the mini-map, the Sommers definitely has the bulk of the support with both the cruisers. He's got the radar and the Smolensk out there with him. So this really is a flank that should be looking to perform quite well. Whereas our flank out here, just me and two battleships, and don't really have the radar, don't really have the DPM that the Smolensk has, so as a result, need to play a little more cautious. So I'm just going to pause up here and just try to keep these guys spotted. Maybe somebody can get good shots into them. I see the Des Moines pop up briefly, and there's the radar, and I'm just going to kite away, just using my guns. It's part of the reason why I stopped so close to the island, is just be able to get safe as quickly as possible. I do get a fire on the Kurfürst, and I do believe the Kurfürst has repaired it. I do see the Haragumo shooting over here. I can tell just by the way the tracers are moving through the air what it is. Excuse me, running out of coffee. So, spot the Haragumo, just gonna start putting some shots into him. And because he's got so much more DPM than me, I want to have a quicker engagement. So I'm just basically a couple shots into him. I smoke up. I was a little slow on repairing that fire. Unfortunately, he gets another shot off at me. But that shot also means that he's now going to be spotted for 20 seconds for my battleships to shoot at this guy, if they so choose to.
Torpedoes to starboard.
So Haragumo's shooting at the battleships. He's looking like he's distracted, so I'm going to put some shots into this guy because we've got a good HP trade on him right now, and I'm looking to expand that. This seems really loud to me. Turn that down a little bit so I can hear myself think.
Get back.
Not sure why it's so loud right now. Anyway, pushing up through here now, I'm noticing a problem, and that problem is this Haragumo. You've got this Yamato who, I don't know why battleships do this. They try to bow tank a Haragumo. It's never going to happen. That ship, either with IFHE, is going to be able to just rip you apart with HE pen, or with a demolition expert build, just burn you to the waterline, and your armor is not going to stop it. So thankfully my Yamato is starting to bail out, and I'm going to push around this corner, and I'm looking to pick a fight with the Haragumo, and while I'm coming out here, just use that little bit of low cover on the island to take a few shots at the Conqueror. And that's going to spook the Conqueror, and he's going to turn and start bailing out. Now this is going to have some dividends that's going to pay here eventually, because that little bit of firing right there, that secures the 9 and 10 line for my team. At this point, the enemy team is all collapsing down towards the west, with the exception of the Kremlin, who's pushing back west still.
Get back. Concentrate fire on the designated target.
Still trying to get people to shoot at the Haragumo. I don't want to open up on him this close to the Conqueror. Gonna throw some Make-A-Wish torpedoes out there, thinking that this Haragumo is gonna push in here. Maybe I can catch him with torps. But this Haragumo's really causing some issues. You can see what he's done to my Yamato already. I don't want to smoke up here and try to shoot him because I don't think anybody has line of sight on him. And if I were to smoke up, he basically could shoot my Yamato completely undetected.
Concentrate fire on that enemy warship.
Now I am going to make a bit of an error here. And that is one of the limitations with Daring is it's just so slow. So I was planning on, you know, coming up here, picking up the repair buff in front of the Kremlin, and then bailing. And I see right now it's not going to happen. So I'm looking, and I need to clear this rock right here. Because at this point this Kremlin's gonna pinch me out. So I want to get on the back side of this island. That'll give me some room to kite away.
Smoke generator activated.
Gonna go ahead, throw some smoke out here right now.
Screen set. Problem solved, sir.
Now at this point I'm making a calculated risk. The enemy team is all fled to the east, or to the west. The Kremlin, he's all alone out here, and I'm contemplating YOLO rushing this guy, but what I don't want to happen is this guy to duck in behind the island. So I basically and start running away. And what'll end up happening if that happens, I just will never be able to torp this guy correctly. So I'm just being patient. I'm popping my hydro, and there he is. And that's exactly what I didn't want to see. So I'm gonna use this hydro a little bit and try to get some shots out with my forward guns. See if I can get a fire or something like that on the Kremlin. Kremlin did shoot, so now I've got 20 seconds to shoot at him. Gonna throw some torpedoes just leading where I think he might turn.
Smoke screen set.
Just gonna try to get as much damage on this Kremlin as I can. That smoke's gonna be wearing off soon. Now, this game's pretty even matched right now. Their Haragumo's still doing work in the center of the map, and I've just kind of been out here with this Kremlin all by myself. I know if I'm gonna have impact on this game, I need to get my butt up in there and start dealing with the issues in the center of the map. Do land a torp with flooding on the Kremlin. Just waiting for this Kremlin to shoot. There he's aiming. You can see him aim. Do get a fire on him, and then just ducking in behind the islands. Now I see the Harugumo right there. What I'm going to do, I'm going to push in here, and I'm going to try to flood this area with torps. Harugumo's a ship that really likes to eat torpedoes, so this is an opportunity maybe to be able to get rid of this pest. Fire still ticking on the Kremlin. Torpedoes are out. And I'm watching the Kremlin. Long as he's still burning, you know, I'm just gonna hold my fire, and I'm gonna get up here next to the island, and you see he's not burning. I'm gonna start shooting again with the idea that I'm just gonna use this island as cover when I need to. Got another fire on the Kremlin. Just getting some good HE penetrations on the superstructure. And now that I'm being shot at, just gonna duck in behind the islands. Unfortunately, no joy with the torpedoes. Pushing in here, gonna try to snag this buff. Need to be careful that Harugumo hasn't torpedoed this area. Now I've got 3 more smokes left, and I'm gonna start using these really to start trying to tilt the fight inside in the favor of my allies. This Conqueror's wrapping around our side of the map. I'm gonna smoke up and try to finish this guy off. Getting some alright damage on the superstructure. Was able to pick up the kill. Gonna switch the guns back to the Kremlin. Can see the Harugumo is still smoked up over there in that smoke. Gonna throw some shots out there, and I'm gonna ping the Montana, letting him know, hey, get back. There's torpedoes going in there at the Smolensk, the Harugumo. There's the Harugumo. Gonna start throwing some shots at him. Threw some extra shots out there into that Harugumo. Gonna pop Hydro. Just make sure my Kurfürst is torpedo safe. Gonna use my next smoke to go to work on this Kurfürst.
Smoke screen set.
At this point, all the repairs that I picked up, or my team and I have picked up, has got me back up to full health. That's one of the benefits of arms race, and it's also one of the issues that you have just trying to put down destroyers that, you know, if they're able to disappear for a while, they're able just to constantly regenerate health, and that makes it really difficult to actually put these guys down. So Kurfürst is kiting away, and I'm setting my sights on taking this Harugumo out once and for all. Getting in here a little closer, trying to do a torpedo drop.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
And Haragumo pops out of smoke momentarily. That looked like my Kurfürst got a pretty good hit on him. So I'm going to push back in here and try to pick a fight with this guy. I see that my torps are likely going to miss. I don't want to open up right here just because the Kurfürst is... He'd spot me and, you know, I'd have a vision disadvantage. Now, I do see the Haragumo here. I did start shooting a little early, but just shooting him up, shooting in his smoke. Gonna try to put this guy down. We do have a big HP lead on this Haragumo.
Problem solved, sir.
So gonna make sure I get the kill.
Torpedoes to port.
Smoke up. Haragumo threw some torps at me, but Hydro's up makes it real easy to dodge these. Now, I do make a mistake here. I should have reversed this way into my smoke, because I misread this Kurfürst pushing in as fast as he was. I need to bail right now and get spun around. I can't really go this way. I end up screwing this up because I didn't think that I could go that way with the Kremlin there, but just as I was starting my turn, the Kurfürst died, and I thought for a second I'll just go straight, and that hesitation puts me into the rocks. Now this is gonna sort of work out in my favor, because that shot right there, Kurfürst shoots. I'm gonna get off these rocks, and you're gonna see I'm gonna look with my torps. Yep, I see the turn. So I basically lay my torps one short. The only real way that this Kurfürst can dodge my torps would be to slow down. So the first set of torps covers him slowing down. He's a big ship, he can only slow down so fast. I'm pretty sure these are gonna hit. These are if he just continues turning out, going full speed. These guys will hit him, and at this point I'm just running him down with my guns. I'm pretty sure that if I die here, whatever's left would be able to, my team would be able to put it down with a full HP Yamato. So trying to make sure I hit the superstructure where I can actually deal damage. And there's 5 torpedoes into the side of the Kurfürst and puts him down, and ended this game with 252,000. Obviously that's a really good result. This game was a lot of that harassing potential that you have with the daring. You know, somebody's looking at a different ship, you just open up, you got those smokes that you can just, you know, pop out and just, you know, forget them, you know, 10-15 seconds later after you've picked up a fire or two. You know, good torpedoes, good guns. This game really had a lot of damage dealing potential, and I didn't miss too much this game as far as picking up damage. And I normally I don't like to do these heavy damage games, but I've had about 5 different people ask me about daring and being able to deal damage in the ship. So I wanted to get a heavy damage game out for you guys so you can kind of see what that looks like. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. Hope you're having a good night, and I will talk to you later.